of Defence has told the SABC that British soldiers will always be held to the highest standards after the British Prime Minister announced plans to make service personnel exempt from European Court of Human Rights law.
Prime Minister Theresa May revealed the proposal last week, with critics warning that it could make it easier for officials to cover up failings by British soldiers, such as torture and human rights abuses.
More than 10 years after the Iraq War, Britain's military is again carrying out a bombing campaign. The fight this time against Islamic State. But the Ministry of Defence is still dealing with the aftermath of the 2003 invasion, with hundreds of active investigations into allegations of abuse carried out by UK service personnel, headed up by the Iraq Historical Allegations Team, known as IHAT. Its work is due to be completed by 2019. Now, the UK Prime Minister Theresa May has suggested British soldiers could be exempt from European law during future conflicts.
Not only will we remain committed to spending 2% of our national income on defence, but we will never again, in any future conflict, let those activist, left-wing, human rights lawyers harangue and harass the bravest of the brave, the men and women of our armed forces.
In a statement, the Ministry of Defence told the SABC UK personnel would always be subject to the Geneva Conventions and UK law. The government's plans to exempt British soldiers from certain European laws in future conflicts are raising concerns. Some fear it'll mean abuses aren't properly investigated. Kevin Lau is from Redress, a group which seeks justice for torture victims.
The key concern of Redress and other human rights organisations is that if in future British soldiers engage in criminal activity abroad, that these will not be properly investigated. It boils down to that.
The International Criminal Court has told the SABC it is looking into alleged abuse cases carried out by British soldiers, and could also bring cases against British nationals who travel to Iraq and Syria to join Islamic State. Dan Whitehead, SABC News, London.